Good morning, y'all. I was just putting together my thoughts on a little movie that came out this January, and that movie would be 28 years later, The Bone Temple. I know, like I said, January. What? There anything good in the month of January? Yes, there is. The movie I'm about to talk about. This movie is, of course, the sequel to the movie 28 Years Later, which came out last summer, which was one of my most anticipated movies of that year, of that summer. So, how do you follow up something like this that quickly? Like almost 6 to 7 months later, and that's rare for a movie to come out like so close. But I'm getting sidetracked. How is the movie? Well, the movie follows our main character from the last movie, Spike, as he's navigating across this new world of infected folks, along with this group of Satanists who go by the name of Jimmy. And I don't mean the leader's name Jimmy, though that is the case. The leader's name is Jimmy, and so are his other followers. This is Jimmy, by the way, is someone who was established in the last movie, but definitely watch the last movie first to understand where this guy's coming from. Now, with that out of the way, like I was saying earlier, he's our main character Spike is navigating around the world with these people. He's trying to understand not how the world works, but just how to survive in the most insane situation, because these cultists, obviously Satanists, act to be more accurate. Obviously, these guys are unstable. In fact, the leader, Jimmy, does a lot of killing, and it's a lot of senseless killing. I won't go into all the details, but it's all very, very brutal, and well, not only is it brutal, it's a train wreck. Like a train wreck you just can't take your eyes off of, and yet you want to, you can't. You get what I'm saying. And on top of that, a lot more people having to survive from the infected. That's all good. That's all doing well. But then we also have Ray Fiennes' character who plays a doctor. And he's examining an alpha infected who was present in the last movie as well. This alpha was pretty much an 8 foot tall man or infected person who had like the strength of Superman and all that. He is dangerous. Now, with that said, Ray Fiennes somehow finds a way to communicate with this infected person. This isn't something that hasn't been done before, but the way they handle it here, the acting, the chemistry that these two have of each other, it's just, you instantly believe that there's a connection, that this guy is trying to find a cure, and he's so close. Or maybe not a cure, more like an antidote to help get rid of the cloudiness, because he believes the brain is still intact, it's just clouded by the virus. That's how he sees it. And there is just a beautiful sequence where he's just sitting with this guy, and he's just asking him what he thinks or what does he see. And all the infected person can do is just look up at the sky. And I won't go into further detail, but it is a really beautiful scene. And of course, the kills, they're brutal, they're awesome, and it all comes together, culminates when Jimmy meets up with the doctor. And that's where the movie really begins to escalate in all the best ways. How? How could this possibly get any better than what we're watching? I'm just gonna give you a couple words and I'll let you see the movie for yourself. Let's just say we've got a bonfire later on in the movie, along with some Iron Maiden and some Voldemort makeup. I'll let you take that as you will. I guess if I had any cons though for this movie, or I can understand where some cons come from, I just described two different plots I feel like for this movie, and if that throws you off, I get it. It may sound like the movie isn't focused, that there's two separate stories, but I think director Nia DaCosta, who, handled this movie, not Danny Boyle. Nia DaCosta did a great job with the script she was given and handling just everything in terms of growth and expansion of this universe and just character for all together. That's what this movie needed to be, just a character movie with great atmosphere. And I think it nailed it out of the park. I personally think that was the purpose of this movie. Now, if you walk into this movie thinking you're going to get a bigger expansion of the world at large, it's not going to be a huge expansion, but it'll be an expansion of sorts. Just, again, like I said, not a huge overall world expansion. Now, with all that being said, go see the movie and let us know what you think in the comments. Take care, y'all.